This is Arnold and Clary Wallis, which are Joy's parents, and the baby is Jill. Here's Joy and Bruce Ladyman with their first child, Jill Irene Ladyman. And here we have Clary, Jill, Faye, Arnold and Anne. So that's Jill's grandmother. And Arnold, Anne, Faye, Clary, Jill. And having a good look at the baby. And we've got on the far left is Carl Wietmeyer, then Arthur and Laurie and Anne with Faye, and we missed a few there. So now we've got some time with Jill, the new baby, and Auntie Lola, Auntie Lola is Joy's auntie, Clary's sister. And here's Jill snuggled down. I remember as a child, Auntie Lola used to come round on Thursdays to help with the housework and be there for dinner, and it was a special day coming home on Thursday afternoon when Auntie Lola would be there at after school. She wasn't my auntie, she was my mother's auntie, but she was a bit like a grandmother because Clary died before I was born, just after Jill was born. I think this is Paul McNay because Auntie Laurie and Uncle Arthur were in those pictures previous, and he is about the same age as Jill, so these are the two babies. Here's Clary and Jill at some special house which we're not sure where it is, but we'll let you know when we find out. It was something special and it looked pretty good for those days. 1958. And this is Derek, we believe, holding Jill.
Derek Nash.
Derek Nash, Gwen and Eric's son. And so there's Auntie Gwen, well, Gwen Nash, who was at Wallis, and Derek and Jill and Clary. And in this red jumper, that's Clary, Joy's mother, Arnold's wife. Now here's Joy's grandmother, Emily May Kempton, who married Francis James Humphreys back in 1894, and with Jill.
And
so here's the four generations. On the left is Joy's mother, Clary. In the background is Emily May.
Who's her mother.
And Joy, and then the daughter is Jill in the middle. And so Emily May in the background there actually was born in 1874. So here's Emily Maud Dew, who was called Maud, which is Arnold's mother and Jill's great-grandmother, with Bruce on the left.
And it's your great-grandmother, isn't it?
Yeah, my great-grandmother. So my granddad's mother. And so this is Arnold, my granddad, on the left, with his mother, Maud in the background, Jill in the front, and my mother Joy on the right.
So that's 4 generations.
Yep, 4 generations. And so now this is Auntie Maud and her family, and that's Clary sitting on the ground, and Maud on the left, and I don't know the others.
The Maud's family, children.
Well, I think this is Paul McNay with Jill. So here's Arnold's mother, Emily Maud, otherwise known as Maud, with baby Neil and Jill, and appearing shortly is Ian with the red curly hair.
With their
So here are Joy and Bruce's 3 children, Neil, Ian and Jill, with their grandmother. And this is at number 10 Cuba Street. We were first there in the very early years. A glimpse of Laurie and Arthur's wedding.